Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Khoo Hsu Chuang and I'm joined by Wei Lynn Tang and Charlotte Chong. Another lackadaisical blah day in the market today, despite Chinese manufacturing data coming out, Wei Lynn.
Yeah, so the CI is up 13 points, but day in, day out, we've been seeing the CI declining, and even if it's up, it's barely hovering around 1,600 levels. Right?
Yeah, back and forth like a ring of roses. Charlotte,
basically, I can see how important Chinese data is for the entire region, because once the Chinese data, China announced the PMI figures today, the entire region actually went up. KLCI up to 13 points, 12.89 points to be exact, or 0.8% to 1,633 points today. China's official PMI actually inched up to 49.8, better than expected. And also, these figures actually have lifted the commodity prices. Brent crude oil rose to $48.74 US a barrel. And Standard Chartered came out with a report saying that ringgit remains vulnerable in short term, as foreign exposure on outstanding bonds, about 46%, which is quite large, and it poses a risk to the ringgit. US dollar versus ringgit, it was at 4.40. Malaysian government bond yields fell as prices rose after Tan Sri Zati, Bank Negara Malaysia governor, assures that the bond market would not collapse. Now, I was at the event yesterday, and she actually said that local big boys, local big institutions like PNB, LTAT would come and rescue if, let's say, the foreign investors would actually pull out the funds.
I actually find it quite concerning because she's issuing these holding statements to allay fears that Malaysian government bonds will come under heavy selling. But the thing is, it's not so much an issue of addressing the negative perception. It's the fact that there's going to be all these white knights coming to save the country, as it were.
And how
it's
long
not as if we're doing
can you
anything
actually
good
save
fundamentally.
for? That's right, Chong.
Yeah, okay. RHB Research came out with a report yesterday, and they say the Malaysian economic outlook remains challenging in 2016 on the back of volatility in the market. And Shanghai Composite Index up 0. Asian shares, when we look at Asian shares, went up today of what I said just now, after China posted a better than expected PMI figures. Shanghai Composite Index up 0.48%, CSI 100 Index up 0.98%. Back to you guys.
Okay, well,
Chinese PMI figures on 49.8, it's actually still below the 50 point,
it's still
which is
below
still a
the 50,
contraction.
It's still a contraction.
Right.
Yeah, so I guess that's why some of the markets are quite lackadaisical. But let's move on to some positive news this evening. And Theta Edge, it's our hot stock of the day. They rose by 31% to 34 cent, Wei Lynn. And the thing is, this is a 69% owned subsidiary of Tabung Haji, which is the Pilgrims Fund. It's the IT arm of the Pilgrims Fund, and they've been awarded this juicy contract, 91 million ringgit over 2.5 years.
That's right. So this project of 92 million ringgit over 2.5 years will be actually beneficial for the company, because this company, Theta Edge, which is actually in the business of providing system integration, it's actually been loss-making for the last few years. And if you look at the latest first half, right, its net loss is about 5.7 million ringgit. So at 92 million ringgit, if you divide it over 2.5 years, you're talking about...
Well, roughly in a back-of-envelope calculation, that's about 15 million ringgit in gross profits every year. That is 5 million more than the 10 million or so they're going to lose in entire annualized losses for the
15 million in gross profits, just assuming what kind of percentage of margins?
35% gross profit margin,
Right.
which is kind of like fair for these kind
for
of projects.
IT companies and
yeah.
likes.
So it's a bit of a white knight project. It's going to come in and save the company. But you've also got to ask yourself, are these guys the right people to manage this project? Because it is the country's government accrual accounting project, right? It's obviously very important to the country and the accounting systems. Was there an open tender by the Ministry of Finance, the award of the project? And secondly, are Theta Edge the best people to do this project?
Well, nothing was being said in terms of its announcement to Bursa Malaysia. So you're questioning in terms of its expertise and its past experiences. Well, for Theta Edge, actually, it's been loss-making. So based on the prospects under its latest quarterly results note, right, it said that one of its major customers since May 2005, contract has expired on August 31st, and it decided not to renew with Theta Edge. So Theta Edge has actually lost its major customers. So if not for this particular contract, I don't know, the financials could be even going further down.
So maybe a too strong a term would be a bailout, but then this is a bit of a Hail Mary Savior project, right? It is what it is. So we've also got to watch out and see whether Theta Edge comes through on the execution promises. Just so to wrap up, Theta Edge, the subsidiary Consortium Jaya, has won a 92 million ringgit project from the Ministry of Finance to develop the government's accrual accounting project. Secondly, this is a 29-month long project to end in January 2018. Is going to contribute positively to 2015 earnings, and of course we know the MD has said they will be profitable by 2016. And thirdly, this is going to be a bit of a lifesaver for Theta Edge, because net losses are around about 11-12 million ringgit annualized on the year, and this is a roughly 15 million ringgit project annually for the company. So it's going to be profitable this time next year.